Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, personal finance, and now Bitcoin mining related. That's because today's video serves as the official launch of Power Mining Analysis. This is a platform that Anthony Power and I have been working on for months and months, and we're so excited to finally share it with the world. We envision Power Mining Analysis as your one-stop go-to place for all things Bitcoin mining related, including consolidated, accurate, and timely information about all of your favorite mining companies, in addition to backstage access to CEOs, interviews, graphics, visuals, and videos that you aren't able to find anywhere else. Now, with that being said, before we get into the presentation, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself, Anthony, and the platform, plus gets this information to other people who may find value. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join, and let us know in the comment section below what you think of the platform, website, and the overall vision behind Power Mining Analysis. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Anthony and I are both so excited about today's presentation. We're going to get into the website, some of the key features surrounding Power Mining Analysis. But before we do, we thought we'd give you guys a little bit of background as to where this idea came from and some of the history that led up to this point. So Anthony, thanks so much for being with us here today on launch event. And we'd love to hear a little bit of background about what led you to creating Power Mining Analysis.
Thanks, Bryce. It's an exciting day today. So to go back to my starting career was I joined the army at 17 years old, and I spent 25 years serving in the British Army. During that period of time, I qualified as a chartered management accountant. So I predominantly spent my time in senior finance positions, looking at the cost of infrastructure in the military, doing management accounting tasks, and growing my expertise in that area. I left 15 years ago and I went into the industry. I went into the National Health Service for a few years, and then I got an opportunity to go to Kazakhstan and work in the oil and gas industry. That tour in Kazakhstan for 3 years gave me some financial stability and enabled me to think about not having to work till I died, sort of thing. And I retired at the age of 50. COVID happened not long after that, and as we all know, we were locked in our houses or apartments for the next few years. And during that period, I got quite bored. I was really bored. My mind was still active, but I wasn't able to do anything. I'd given up work, so it was like everyone else, probably watching box sets after box sets. And so I started, getting involved in investing in the stock market. And by chance, not by any research, I invested in a company called Marathon Digital back at the end of 2020, and I bought some shares. And the stock price, really rallied in that early 2021, and my shares that I bought had increased by 400%. I didn't know why. In the space of literally a month or 2 months, I can't remember the exact day, but a very, very short space of time. And it got me thinking I need to have a look at what I'd invested in and understand this thing called Bitcoin that I'd heard about, but really not paid any attention to, like most people. And I started to go into more depth. And being an accountant, one of the areas of my skill sets is providing analysis. I used to do analysis in the military. I did analysis in the oil and gas industry. And actually, I felt it quite worked well in this sector. And I started doing it on Twitter. I opened a Twitter account in 2021, and I started doing some analysis in there, just providing, monthly analysis on the mining updates. And at the time, there was probably 5 or 6 companies I was looking at. So Marathon Digital, Riot Platforms, Hive Digital, Hut 8, Argo Blockchain, and Bitfarms. I think that was the 6 I was actually looking at. And there's some of the older miners in an industry that's literally, from a public miner perspective, about 6 years old. So we're still in its infancy, really, even today's date. And it grew and grew, and people were happy with the analysis I was doing every month. And come April 2022, I was asked by Compass Mining if I'd like to write some articles, and I clearly said I'm an accountant. I don't do articles. I'm just happy with what I'm doing there. And they said, look, we'd like you to do on Twitter, do exactly what you do, put your tables into an article, and just write some words, and we'll support you on that financially. And I thought, okay. So we signed up for 3 articles, and I think today now we're up to about 64, 65 articles. So that's been a really good success. The analysis on Twitter is because now more miners out there, publicly miners, trading miners, we've got a lot more information out there. So that number of 6 miners has increased now to say 13, 14 miners on any given month. We then sort of like thinking, what's the next step for me? And, I spend a lot of time going through a lot of websites to find information. So the idea came, a number of months ago to start thinking about what would it look like if we could co-locate a website with all the information on there for the miners that, are interested in being part of this, this group of miners that want to be portrayed. And we reached out and we're grateful that we received, a number of sponsors come forward to help us get this project off the ground. And today we're launching this project now, and it's at a start point now. So there's going to be some, changes to the website as we move forward, as it grows, as we get people giving us their recommendations, what they'd like to see on the website, and we grow from that there to become a product that everybody wants to come and see as a one-stop shop. So, today's our launch day, but it doesn't stop here. We can't just sit on our laurels and just let things go. We've got to make sure that we keep up to date with the information, provide the monthly analysis, provide the regular updates, provide the regular podcasts, produce the articles on these miners to make sure that people are aware of them. One thing we don't do on the channel is we don't give forecasts about stocks. We don't give forecasts about Bitcoin. I can't say the price of Bitcoin is going to be in 1 hour's time. I can't say its price to be tomorrow. I can't say the price on the 20th of April, which is forecasted to be the next day of the halving. And I can't say the price next year. So I won't give them prices out. And the same applies to stocks. But we know that there is a lot of interest out there for the work that we've been doing over the last few years, both you and I. And we know that from the comments that we get from the podcast, that we get on X with regards to any of the tweets and information that we put out there. There's a yearning for more of that information. And we felt it was a good time to sort of join our forces together and come up with a product that everybody else wants to see.
Yeah, Anthony, it's so interesting to hear that origin story and how it all came together. I've got a very similar background. My YouTube journey started during COVID with the additional time I had and interviewing these CEOs, a lot of which are the same companies that you do your analysis on. So it really was a perfect pairing, but it's so interesting to hear you talk about this platform, see it come to fruition. And as you say, you guys, this is really meant to be an educational, informational, and entertainment platform that you can use as a starting point to your own due diligence, research, and investigation into these organizations. So I just wanted to throw that in there because we're so excited. And as Anthony says, this is really just the starting point or everything culminating into the kickoff event here that we're introducing today.
So it's a great day to launch the platform. And I hope everyone gets the opportunity to have a look through some of the menus and to see some of the pages that the miners that are included in the platform at the moment. And it's a great community to be part of.
I would agree, Anthony. Again, thanks for the context there. We're now going to jump into the website portion. We'll highlight that educational piece you talked about, Anthony, because that's something we're both extremely passionate about. And you'll see on the website, all we talk about here is Bitcoin mining, because realistically, you guys, without the Bitcoin miners, the entire rest of the Bitcoin network ceases to exist. So we're excited about this. We think it's a huge opportunity. Education, community are really at the center of what we're trying to do here. And again, we appreciate the sponsor support, and we think this is really just the kickoff point. Okay guys, so as mentioned, powermininganalysis.com is meant to serve as the central hub that holds all of these videos, articles, content, and social media in one place that you can easily access from desktop, mobile, or tablet. So we wanted to give you a quick run through of what this site is all about, some of its features, and how to navigate the platform. So on the home page here, you guys, you can see our tagline is Feel the Power, where all we focus on is Bitcoin mining. Unlike a lot of the other channels and content on YouTube where they focus on Bitcoin as a whole, this platform is meant exclusively for Bitcoin mining companies and Bitcoin mining stock information. As you continue to scroll down, you can see a real-time quote on Bitcoin, which is actually making a fairly nice move today, along with 6 key features allowing you to power up your portfolio through the content provided by Power Mining Analysis. So we feature real-time analysis on all of your favorite publicly traded mining companies, consolidated data that's actually been shared and vetted with each one of these organizations, exclusive CEO access. You can expect multiple interviews from CEOs of each one of these companies on a quarterly basis, engaging articles of which Anthony has already been published over 60 times in Compass, CoinDesk, and a variety of other publications, not to mention his upcoming speaking invitation at Bitcoin Nashville this July. We've got short form and social media content, as most of you are well aware of, and creating a space for engaging education and a community environment serving like-minded retail investors in the Bitcoin mining sector. Now, as you continue to scroll down, you'll see some of our key features, which include comprehensive insights and analysis, along with powerful data, which once again is vetted through these organizations so you can ensure accuracy, along with creating that community that all of us love so much in the Bitcoin space. Now, Anthony and I have been pursuing this passion for years and years now individually. We've chosen to team up and really take power mining analysis to the next level. So we want to thank each and every one of our sponsors for making this dream come true. And it's worth noting that we're continuing to work with more and more miners on a daily basis to make this the most comprehensive database available to the retail community. Now, if you guys have individual questions or comments, you're more than welcome to contact us through the site itself. And with that being said, we want to move on to the main event, which is of course the miner summary. Now, in this section of the website, you'll find two things. First and foremost is an overall consolidated summary of the Bitcoin mining space as a whole. You've got historical data for the last 12 months, looking at the number of Bitcoin mined per exahash, ranking these companies, along with a variety of other self-mining metrics or data that's available at your fingertips. Now, as you continue to scroll down, we've visualized a lot of this data, highlighting the most recent month available, including all of Anthony's key charts that are available in his monthly articles. Now, if we scroll back to the top of the page, you'll see a breakdown of each one of the individual miners that we cover. So if we jump into the first tab here, Bit Digital, for example, on these pages, you guys, you're going to find a number of key metrics about the specific company of interest, including real-time access to quotes, upcoming earnings, market cap, and earnings per share estimates. We've got a live ticker for each one of the publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies that we cover, along with 6 key metrics, again, updated to the most recent month, allowing you to quickly compare and contrast each one of these miners as a potential investment opportunity. Now, below that, we've got company information, along with the description and key executives and corporate website, historical monthly mining information for the specific company in question, and links to each one of the company's most recent financial information, news, events, and investor presentation, which again is available directly on the website. Now, for you more technical traders, we've also linked the stock information and graph on the website as well, so you can take a look at historical price action for each one of the companies in question. And as mentioned, that's available for each one of the individual miners that we cover on the platform. Now, if we jump back to the homepage, you can see there's also an About Us section, which describes Anthony and I's background and our mission statement or goal behind starting power mining analysis. And finally, the section we're most passionate about, which is education, featuring all of our recent videos, podcasts, and interviews from the Bitcoin mining sector, along with Anthony's recently published articles by Compass Mining. So a wealth of knowledge here, you guys, again, available at your fingertips. And the point we can't stress enough is this is simply the foundation on which we plan to build the most extensive, comprehensive, and engaging Bitcoin mining stock community and platform available anywhere in the world. So with that being said, you guys, again, we are so excited to finally and officially launch Power Mining Analysis. We appreciate each and every one of you support, ongoing encouragement, comments, feedback, questions, and overall engagement that's made this dream become a reality. And we look forward to delivering even better and more timely information as we're now 100% dedicated to this initiative and all the possibilities that are on the horizon for 2024 and beyond. Thanks so much for your time. Feel free to hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. And with that being said, thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.